Welcome back to the final video of Death Stranding. In this video is going to be my review of Death Stranding. This will be a non-spoiler review until a certain point. So let's get into the review. What are my thoughts on Death Stranding? First we have to answer the question. Did it live up to all the insane hype that it ended up garnering or getting over the years? In my opinion, I don't think so. But did it live up to what was shown in the trailers? Yes. And that's what I expected from this game. I didn't expect it to be some kind of insane greatest of all time masterpiece. I expected it to be something. I expected it to be a Kojima game, and that's what we ended up getting. A good written. Okay, how do I stick this? A excellent written game with gorgeous cinematography and really good graphics. Let's get to the motion capture. Let's start with the motion capture performances and just the performances in general. Everybody in the game is great as their characters. Jesse Cortai, who plays Deadman, was great, even though he was using Guillermo del Toro's face. The person who played Hartman was great, even though same thing happened with Guillermo del Toro. Margaret Qualley was great. Norman Reedus was great. But the best performance in the game for me was Mads Mikkelsen as Clifford Unger. Oh, I think that was a minor spoiler. But if you watch the trailer, then you know that his name is Cliff. I should have just said Cliff. I apologize. Well, I think in this game he gave the best performance of them all. There really wasn't much he can do to give a better performance. I don't know if he won any game awards, but I think he definitely should have. My apologies. And now we will get into the graphics. The graphics are great, as they should be. I mean, this game was in development for so long, and a lot of time and effort was put into the game, and the graphics are great. Even in some scenes, the graphics are the best I've ever seen. Others, it was just great graphics. And its worst, it was bad graphics. It had some little glitches where the bag would go through the ground, but yeah, we've been getting that for a long time. But okay, let's move on to the gameplay. About 75 to 80% in this game is walking. So a walking simulator this was. Of course, as you can see right now, you can't unlock vehicles like trucks and bikes are the main two, but more than likely you were walking in this game, and the walking mechanics are on point. And Kojima does it in such a way where, at least for me, you never got bored with walking in this game, and that's something that should be applauded, because in a game where with this much walking, it should get boring, repetitive, dull, every other negative thing in the dictionary, but it made it engaging, and a part of that has to do with the threats of this game. And moving on, we got mules. Sometimes it was unavoidable to go through their territory, and along with BTs, there is a fight or flight option in every scenario in this game. Any fight, you can do a fight or flight. Early in the game, you're more than likely gonna do flight, and once you start unlocking better equipment, then you might see yourself choosing fight, especially after, I'd say, chapter 4 and 5. You'll definitely see yourself doing more flight. But let's get into the BTs. Obviously, this is the main focus of this game. This is what this game is mostly about. Yes, the BTs, they can be terrifying at times and threatening pretty much all the time, but if you know what you're doing and you do it right, WBTs will not give you any trouble. And as I mentioned, we have vehicles in this game. Each vehicle has, or the truck and the bike, there's different variations giving you different attributes, but the truck and the bike both have different strengths and different weaknesses. Like the truck, it's not as fast as the bike, but it shields you and your packages from timefall, and it is of course more durable, as the bike is faster and more agile, in the sense that you can drive better through rough terrain, but it does not shield you, and it is less durable. So you have to, if you want to use a vehicle, depending on the situation, you'll have different options, along with some. I'll say that for the spoiler part. Okay, overall in this game, I think a masterpiece, maybe a flawed masterpiece, yes, and that is the best at times. Oh, I didn't even get to the writing. But I'll mention that later in my spoiler talk. Okay, the writing, yes. Oh, what the hell? Okay, a masterpiece, not flawless. It is a flawed masterpiece at its best, and it's a good game at its worst. And now I will be getting to some spoilers. Right now on the screen you will be seeing a disclaimer, and if you want to see what I scored this game, I'll have a timestamp also. But let's get into some of the spoilers of this game. As you progress through the game, you unlock hematic grenades and EX grenades, which come from Sam's body. And along with that, you get Power X. You get Power Exo, Speed Exo, which is pretty much something that helps you traverse better throughout the game. And obviously, just by name, you get a good idea of what each offers. And this game caters to two styles of play, at least from what I can see, because I have not unlocked everything in this game. I'll get out the way. But definitely this game, what it does well is it caters to two styles. The person that gets a lot of packages all at once, which is the Power X, so it allows you to carry more and do more. But if you like speed over power, it gives you the Speeder Exo. And also, I didn't mention the distribution centers and everything like that, because I really don't know it. Now I am mentioning them, man. And I would recommend definitely trying to get to a 5-star in every single one of them, because as you progress through those, you unlock more and more things. Like, as you go through Junk Dealer, who he gives you the Speeder Exo. If you get to a 5-star, you'll get a better Exo. You'll get a level 3 Exo. And I forget if it was the Engineer or Craftsman, but if you get them to a 5-star, you get a level 3 Power Exo. And so on and so forth. So the more you do, the more packages you deliver, the more benefits that you will gain. But let's talk about the elephant in the room I haven't yet to address. The new genre Hideo Kojima has created, the Strand genre. I do not have PlayStation Plus, but it does not rely on PlayStation Plus, as you can still play online. And the Strand genre is very unique, and I would love to see more of this in games, as you're playing online and you definitely feel the impact other players make. Like, as you've seen in this video, all the other structures that they have built helped me along the way. If you go through my Let's Play, which I suggest that you don't, because it is so bad, thanks to the internet and how my internet was and the streaming went. But definitely I would recommend playing online, because it's not worth it offline. It's not worth it at all. And then let's get into the writing. Some of it to me was a little, not exactly cringe, but it's kind of like oof, a little bit. It's kind of like with Robert Kirkman's Walking Dead, or as some things he wrote was like a little like a oof moment. But other than that, the writing was really solid. The story, the how the BTs look, the boss battles. Let's get into the boss battles actually. As you get into the nightmare to get sucked into the super styles by Cliff, there's three main ones, and they're basically all the same, which I wish wasn't the case. They definitely do get more difficult, but if you play the game right, or not right, but play it well enough, it's not too hard of a challenge for a boss fight. And that was a little disappointing at how the boss fights are all the same with Cliff. But with Higgs, his boss fights were way better than... Or... Yeah, his boss fights are way better. As we get introduced to the first monster, it's Lovecraftian BT. Be through him. And then we have to face the golden-faced lion. And then eventually the super mega titan. And then actually Higgs himself on the beach. And that's my favorite boss fight in the game. On the beach with Higgs. Especially towards the end, where they're in the lake and they're duking it out. So yes, I think this is a flawed masterpiece. I think I would definitely love to see a sequel. And I'm gonna give this. Oh, this is how I score games. I don't do 8.6 or 0 or 0.2 or 0.8. So I don't do that. It's too complicated for me. What I do is I post grades, and I'm gonna give Death Stranding an A-. I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and there will be a new video of a new Let's Play out tomorrow, along as Thursday, and maybe Friday. But other than that, I will see you guys tomorrow on the new Let's Play. Goodbye.